here. There's a couple seats if you want to sit down.
And I'm going to order the Grant County Board of Education monthly board meeting on February 12th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Ms. Linda, may I have a roll call, please?
Ms. Scarlett? Here. Mr. Nelson? Ms. Smith? Mrs. McClanahan? Here. Mrs. Worthington?
Apologies, we're having to do a Zoom meeting tonight together with Mr. Reedy's superintendent thing, so that's why the board and everything is up tonight. We'll now have a reading of our mission statement by Gene Nelson.
The mission of Grant County School Board is to respond to the needs of all students and empower each student to succeed at their highest potential. This will be achieved through our policy, decisions, and resource management.
And then we'll have the pledge to the flag, if everybody will please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You'll have a motion to approve the agenda as presented. You'll have a second? I'll second. All in favor? And now everyone is here for, we have our gifted and talented presentation with Ms. Danielle. And some helpers.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know, my name is Susan Cooper, and I have the honor of being our Gifted and Talent Coordinator and resource teacher here to the district. I'm really excited about our program growth this year and our focus on providing quality services for our students, our parents, and our district. I wanted to take a moment to thank our district admin, our building level admin, and our Board of Education for all of your support this year. It's been a fantastic year and we've experienced a lot of growth, so I'm very thankful for that. In the last session, we had funding approved by the Board of Education to add services for our visual and performing arts. Those students this year went to auditions. They had a lot of effort into performing in front of judges, getting those interview experiences in, bringing in portfolios of their work, having community members give them referrals or letters of recommendation, and we added a lot to our program. With that funding, we were able to partner with Stage Right to provide 6+ hours a month in enrichment that's dedicated to arts for those students. So we're very thankful for that. We're excited to see where that takes our students. Tonight, we're here to honor our students who are newly identified or who have added an area and gifted education. To qualify for this takes a lot of hard work and dedication. In our academic areas, students have to qualify in the top 4% of the nation on a national North reference test. So it's a big thing for those students to get those areas qualified on their service plan. Our leadership and creativity is just as stringent with letters of rec and a test for creative abilities or portfolios for leadership qualities. It is my privilege and honor to honor these hardworking students, their teachers, and their parents who partner to support all of our children. Students, when your name is called, could you please stand to accept your certificate? So you get your certificate from Ms. Cooper and board member, is that correct? Once you receive it, you're going to stay standing.
Kavana Albergomo. Zane Aiken. Lillian Barco. Lily Bose. Nicholas Brewer. Paisley Burdine. Jackson Burton. Madison Butcher. Ryder Bustle. Hayden Carden. Avery Carrier. Violet Combs. Aubrey Courtney. Whitley Daniel. Liam DeWalt. Owen Dixon. Braylon Dunn. It's a good problem to have. Aubrey Eldridge. Karma Ferguson. Shiloh Fox. Addison Gibbon. Santiago Gonzalez. Kimberly Ham. Lucas Hornbach. Liam Howard. Georgia Huff. Lily Johnson. Riley Kenner. Chloe Claire. Sequoia Lanehart. Ryder McGee. Damian Ullman. Ava Olaf.
It's you.
Kylie Phillips.
Yeah, just go ahead and go up there.
Bailey Roberts.
Yeah, they said your name.
Torin Root.
Oh, she has you don't want to go. They say her name wrong. I think that's why she's wondering if it's her. They said oh.
Clara Ryan. Peyton Scott. William Scott. Abigail Stetter. Carrie Stone. Charlotte Stribling. Zoe Stroud. Olivia Tolman. Jacqueline Tatum. Daniela Best. So let's give a big round of applause for that one's just slid in. Okay. Ava Offit. There you go. We're glad you made it. We're going to take a group picture, and Miss Danielle will kind of help you guys crunch together. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight. We have so much
Squeeze
to
together.
together.
If you are in middle or high school and maybe you get with that, with elementary in the front, make sure you can see me. And we hated. Make sure you can see me so I can see you, okay? That looks better, that looks good. Okay, ready? Give me a great big smile. All right, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you all. Congratulations.
Good job. Let me check
We're glad you're here.
Thank you for coming. How do you pronounce your last name? I just didn't say it loud enough. You did a good job. What was your area? What your paperwork says? Math or reading? Did you auditions at the high school?
No, you have all kinds of academic areas.
3 areas.
Yeah.
3 areas. So creativity, digital intelligence. I know, right? 2 hours. Good job in lots of areas. When you said we didn't have all no. See, I'm nice to sleep in a little bit. I don't. You don't? No. I know it's the opposite. Gotcha. So what do you do on your days off? Reading
She does a lot of drawing on her iPad and also
like the animation, yeah. There's lots of opportunities for that, the creativity and your technology together.
yeah, I was really curious as to when do they start learning the type of thing? It seems like people should start learning that like in kindergarten. Why they're not learning that.
They do use their Chromebooks right now. There are websites that they use, learning.com is one that works on.
So, Mr. Chip, engineer, I created,
But I'm like YouTube.
the 300 sections in 1 through 301, 302, 303, 304, and others, 312 will be complete and turned over to us this Friday. Great news. Friday, our group will start level 4 and
cool.
ready for furniture. And so
Thank you
that
so much.
is the
Thank you
4th grade.
Again, that's.
And then the 400 will move to the room in 301, 302, and 303. The 4th grade will actually go back to the 300 rooms that were just completed. The next move for construction will be to start in the South 200 section, rooms 214, 15, and 216. The great news here is this will be a jump start on the summer work because these rooms are scheduled to start over summer break. And so we're actually going to get started, fingers crossed, no hiccups or bumps in the road. So that'll be good. It'll be a little bit ahead of schedule.
Do I have a motion to approve the pay application for the GCMS roof, which is. I'll just go up here.
Is that the 1.4
The roof? Does that sound right, Linda?
No, it's,
I think it's the dress, it's there. Here it is. It is for $149,672.73. Right, yeah, okay, it's like 149,672.73. Do I have a motion to approve that?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion on that one? This is finishing up the roof at the middle school. All in favor? Okay, and then do I have a motion to approve the application for DRE, which is the, 80,247.61.
You need a motion?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll make the motion.
Do you have a second? Okay. Any discussion on that? All in favor? And now we're going to have a short presentation by Aptigee. Is that how I say that?
Hi guys. Hi Slim. Aptigee is a website provider that we're looking at going with. So Slim is going to give us a short presentation behind you. So if y'all kind of want to turn around, I'll let him take over. Thanks Slim for being here tonight.
supposed to be this way.
Oh, we can't hear you.
That's lost it. Yeah. Probably trying to lay it down because it was actually.
Can you turn it on?
Do we turn this one?
Yeah, you can turn that one on. I don't know.
Are you there, Sloan?
Yeah, we don't
Get it back.
All right.
Kind of.
So turn all the way up.
Okay, go.
Nobody's mic is on. You're good, go ahead, we're just gonna listen.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's some great conversations with Danielle. I'm excited to jump in. We know that across the country, communication engagement, right, are priorities that come up in strategic plans and key conversations. What does that really look like? We're inundated with information. We do all that. One of these guys, being a big part of it, is a good on the side, but we have all we have is communication responses today. Our two sides there too, right? How we really work with others in relation to our families. So we have both sides of the families, right? As well as those community members that understand. And then on the side, straight back, we really work with many things on the plate. How we streamline things, how we make it easy, what all the things on it. So I was thinking about the district that, where place where I go is online, usually on one of these guys. I always start with that on perspective and road shows. It's given me a lot of wow, yes, and share ability by community.
Yeah.
Always up too long. I just got too many things to your peers saying that's how turn on. Give you a glimpse from your online screen. What the action box on that probably to.
Go ahead and do it. I don't think we're gonna get the screen share to work. So if you just wanna show us your phone, that'll be great.
What I'm gonna share with you guys here is this side of what probably a lot of parents don't know so far, but we're asking to give up a lot of things and maybe group me or that message chat or message tool, our social media, website, and these information system, campus portal. Here we're gonna ask your parents to just remember one thing, right? The name of the district that our students enrolled. On the side, cell phone is compared a lot. And when I open this district right now, you're going to see immediately a reply feed here too. You can see where those posts are shown on the second page. Third page here. On events calendar, right? This is where our parents can check the launch venue. And we create this one-stop shop for families on the side. Okay. This is where you're going to keep really bright and early things, so check on what's going on in the morning. That goes pretty good with that. And it's become that source of food, right? On this side too, we'll have to go and build room space, and I believe it's on site. On that district homepage, you'll see this toggle button for it. And that's where, as a parent, I'm going to log in and get that tailored to our students, their classes, and have two-way messaging capabilities that teacher and we'll log on the side too. I think the biggest thing here is we'll bring everything back to the district plan. We'll need parents back to upgrade the name back to your, or everyone on just to your brand. In that rooms side, you can see a couple of visual examples in the booklet piece. That's where one-time sign up for a parent, and then we're going to have everything in one place for them. Also, archive, oversight on the district side, retirement notification. But then our parents is coming up one place for a quick look on my messages that I need to look at when I've got just a moment a day. Classroom announcements, and then detail more to the classrooms and all of the which streamlining, replacing a couple of learning platforms on bring that just like a district level. I just wanted to pause on the side if there was any initial question or that we all do that, we'll make sure we cover all that work.
So in the district, we have one call. So this would take care of our one call system. It would all fall underneath the website now. So it would just be a one cost. So instead of having a website fee, a one call fee, a Dojo fee, if schools are paying for Dojo, it would be everything all in one.
And I can share the back of the platform for you to look at in action. If you guys can look at that's page 6. A marketing team partnership tells point. Like this is on the staff side. So these 7 places you have to go with the survey, not on the but we tell those 7 places that will get that message out. We bring that to one district on platform where now this story, important update, and bring all that into the platform. It's all being published to directly outside of that.
As I understand it too, if a kid was on a sports team and the coach wanted to make an announcement to the sports team, they could push through this instead of having to have a separate remind account or a text thread. So all announcements, you could build into that classroom. Sloan, tell me if I'm speaking correctly, but down to the classroom level, the coach level, all levels, parents would just go to one place. They would only have to remember the name of the school district, which makes it really simple. And all the information that is relevant to their child would be available in that single location. And then that child, their account follows them all the way through school, so they don't have to keep re-signing up for different reminders or apps for those kinds of things. It really just kind of serves as a one-stop for all information.
So the Dojo system is still like available through this or similar to Dojo, maybe not called Dojo, but something similar?
Yes.
They have it called rooms, which would allow teachers to communicate with families and I believe real time with students. And we typically use it to reinforce behavior and make announcements and talk about assignments that are due or work that needs to be turned in, kind of the layer to that Friday folder.
And got to dive in on the behavior side and all of those components that you guys do in the morning. So this app right now, and we will replace the line and those are platforms that might keep up with it. This should really have 100% right on that side. Now that parents can have a quick view on announcements. So one time sign up, it'll have their have another place to update, like just staff update here. All of our information is going to be accurate on the classrooms for the list for awards.
So Infinite Campus will be
The
done
pool.
substance.
We'll pull the information from IC into it, so like when we do a one call, it'll use the IC message, but it'll pull to the website. Instead of me having to do 3 different stops. It's like, oh, you need to do a one call, okay, here's their phone number, you can call them now, you can text them too, yeah, let me email them, think of them social, all at once. And our staff will have that capability as well. Just kind of neat.
And then there's the website side too, that we show like really representing guys, what's going on, just publishing from one place, like where we're showing social media, it's very loud to be on the app, but one stop shop there, so we're also going to publish through the website. I'll share some great examples that you guys may well Mr. We have some folks that we work with in other ways. We currently work with over 70 clients in Kentucky, about 35% of the public school district there. So great neighborhood guys, right? But the biggest piece here is that we're telling the district story on the website to be consistent information, it's not one thing to update. And then when that perspective, if you're looking for a job or community member, a bond is coming up, it goes in the district story, all the good stuff. Too. And all that some information if I want to go get a game like I do along.
So if you're interested, you can take a look at Carroll counties. They use it, Harrison County, Owen County are just a few of our neighbors that utilize it for websites.
I brought the brief, sorry, we had to kind of rely on the booklet, but I'm glad we have on our hands too. We always rely on our computer after, wanted to, for last time, I'm happy to stay on for the last time for questions. And I'll let them say to y'all there.
Anybody have any questions? Yeah, so this will give you time to take a
Do
look.
some
at the-
research.
Yeah, do some
Right,
research.
right.
This is just kind of information session.
So I guess Brian and the team has looked at the cost analysis of this and in comparison to how much work we put into going to all these different areas to.
So my thought is at the work session, the next work session, we can take a look at numbers and take a look at what we're getting for what we're paying versus what's being offered. But I want to give you all plenty of time to, we were going to do this at the last work session and I got sick, so I apologize.
Right.
That's
no excuse.
Yeah, want to give you an opportunity.
This really looks like he's bounced back well, and y'all got some people who see, had a few better shots, so y'all are not alone right now.
All right, thank you, Sloan.
Yeah, thank y'all so much, I got to continue the conversation with the opportunity to partner. I'll have a great weekend.
This is.
Okay.
So basically, if you go to Owen County.
Yeah.
You just put Owen County, Kentucky in, that's what this is our stuff then.
Do they have any trouble with hackers?
He did lead with that, and not that he would. I'm sure they have some security.
Yeah, surely, because it's a lot of information.
We can always find out.
Yeah, that's true. You can look into that.
I mean, the government can't even
Well, I
see if
had,
they get hacked.
I had my email hacked, I mean, really severe, just last week. And it was a pain to try to get it back. So,
So maybe take a look at that, and we'll discuss it at the March work session.
it'd be great. It's great. Okay,
If everybody's okay, we'll skip recess since our crew, everybody left us pretty much. We did not have anybody listed down for public comment, so we'll move on to claims, which is number 11. Did everyone have a chance to review the claims?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Oh, we're okay.
Sorry, I'm wondering if I can hear anything. Nothing fast enough.
The only complaint that, not a complaint, but for some reason I could not print this. Did you try to print it out?
I just read through it on the thing.
On the thing? I can't do that very well. So I'm trying to print it out and I don't know if it didn't translate to my machine, if it was my machine or something but it was like unreadable. So I had to come up and get a hard copy up here.
Okay, anybody else have any questions on any of the claims?
I put mine in the notes, which I can't bring up. I just had questions about I'm not familiar with all the companies. I think the question I had were more of the counselor, so we can contract those
A
out.
lot of things.
So we
Which
are
I didn't know,
required,
I thought they were employees, so.
we're required by law that offer special ed services. We're required by law to do evaluations, and so that requires a psychologist. And some IEPs require speech language pathologists, so we're required by law to provide those services. If you look across the state of Kentucky, school districts everywhere are struggling to fill those positions. So what Ms. Benson has done has found contract services. So what we do is pay the contract service company for employees to come work with our students in our district. What's different from a district level employee is we do not pay benefits and retirement on those. So that's the reason you see, and those costs appear initially higher than what maybe a monthly salary would be for a district employee, but that you're only seeing in comparison to the salary of a district employee. That doesn't count the benefits that we pay along.
And we, at some level, don't have a choice. We have to do it somehow, some way. So if farming it out basically is the only way we can do it, we still have to do it. So.
We will continue to, every year post those positions, and if we are able to hire those positions, obviously that's our preference, but things, given the way things are, that's not always possible.
It seems to get warmer each year.
I did notice that there was some storm damage with the HVAC parts at Dry Ridge. That's right at the beginning. What happened there? That's that the new stuff?
No, it wouldn't be.
That was that motor that caught on fire.
Oh, when it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Did the insurance pick up any of that?
The insurance covered part of it. I don't know off the top of my head. I can get information from Scott.
But yeah,
Exactly what the breakdown is.
I didn't remember what exactly happened. It must have done a real number on that HVAC. That's all.
Anyone else have any more questions? Do I have a motion to approve the claims?
Yes.
Do I have a second? I'll second. Any more discussion? All in favor? Moving on to number 12, superintendent travel. Do I have a motion to approve that?
Yeah.
Do I have a second? Any discussion on that? We said a few trips, but not many this time. All in favor? Moving on to number 13, consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve that?
Yeah.
Do I have a second? Do we have any discussion on anything on the consent agenda? The University of Cumberland thing, how's that gonna work, or what is that exactly?
So that is our Option 9 program. Ms. Kellum, you want to give a brief overview of that?
Sure. So I'm not familiar with option 9, I don't guess. Essentially, it's an agreement to, provide our instructional assistants an opportunity to earn their bachelor's degrees while they're still working as instructional assistants. We might have a few candidates for that. They are required to do 50 hours per year of observation, but that can be in conjunction with their regular services as long as they're observing a teacher in which the area of certification is for their degree. We feel like we can make that work out. So it's just another opportunity for us to train people to go into our candidate pool for teaching. Interesting. So most of that would be online for them, basically? Yes, the University of Cumberland is typically online programs. We do have to assign a cooperating teacher, much like a student teacher gets. That will be for 3 years because it's a 3-year program for bachelor's. So that would be our responsibility, and we have to commit to keeping that person employed within the district during that time, as long as they're making progress for their degree.
Once they earn their degree, is there any type of work commitment that they commit to us, or can they move to a different district after they earn their degree?
We do not have to commit to hire them, and they don't have to commit to come to work for us.
Because we're not putting any money into it.
That's right.
But it is an opportunity for them.
We're just trying to help them.
Yeah.
Get to where they need to be with the hours and
No.
everything.
You know, if you're working as a teacher's aide and you're in it every day anyway, if you can go ahead and get a degree from that would be certainly wonderful.
Of course, our hope is that they will love it here so much that they do stay.
Sure.
But they are not obligated to us, we're not obligated to them on their graduation. Any questions? That was it. The farmer's market thing.
It's uploaded on there. I was waiting for Scott to approve it. To be approved, and we have their certificate of liability insurance and stuff.
I was gonna say, I read this.
It wasn't on there until today. I think it will be for Eagle Creek maybe over there, and for Crittenden. Also, I think, some 2 locations.
Didn't know we had one like that.
But they're next to, Looky Dip.
I don't know. Okay. Gotcha. They have their own insurance, so we don't have to worry about that and all that good stuff.
No, the one with the WKU, that's for 13J. Right?
It is actually the same thing as,
It's a speech language pathologist that will be interning with one of our speech language pathologists at CMZ. So we didn't have a contract with WKU before, so having a contract with them in their health science school will help bring even more applicants to us in their related services fields as well, hopefully, for like SLPs, OTs, PTs, that kind of thing. So it's not costing us any money.
And it was very detailed.
Yeah, it was a detailed it was their contract, it was very good.
Okay. Any discussion on the consent agenda, all in favor then? We didn't have any recommended action reports. The BPP monthly thing was on the e-meeting. I'm sure percentages probably don't look that good at the moment, or do they?
Well, the 5th month looks pretty good. This past month, we're going to take a hit because we've been higher, and I've been trying to keep you all updated as much as I can. We're around 90%, which is not terrible, but hopefully some days off, these unexpected days off will reset it.
Yeah, make it better. Anybody else we need to share with us from your perspective there?
Well, I just want to talk about the end of the year as far as management goes. Taking a look at, we have missed 4 snow days, and we have used 9 MTI days. And so right now, we are on track to finish school the week of May 23rd, with students going the 23rd and having graduation that evening. If that makes sense. So our calendar, which you all will approve an amended version in April, we were able to absorb a couple of days, hours-wise. So we've had 4 traditional snow days, so 2 of those we were able to absorb, which means that we had to push to the end of the calendar. So we were originally set to have last day of students on the 21st. Right now, if we tack those 2 days on the end of the calendar, that would have us with students till the 23rd. And then staff will have to make up any day that is not an NCI day at the end of the calendar as well. So if all things hold, which it would be conceivable that the last day of school for students would be the 23rd and graduation could be that night, which would be on Friday night.
That would work out well.
And it'd be before Memorial
It
Day.
would be similar to exactly what we did this past year.
Correct.
We still have 1 NCI day left.
Okay.
I've been texting you. It gets kind of tricky if we bring in certified or classified but not certified. So I'm trying to hold on to that in case of more weather. I did not know that we weren't going to be able to be back today, but the ice just kept falling. And we were real slick, and I couldn't have opened schools this morning for staff to get in. It never got above 36, I don't think. I thought it was going to be 40 or 45.
It's supposed to be 42 already, but it never got even to 40.
So we don't have any days in the calendar that we can,
Yeah, what about like
Take this.
President's Day?
Well, to do that, we would have to amend the calendar because the calendar that you adopted said the days that you would use to make up days are spring break. So if you amended the calendar, you could use President's Day. You could bring students back on the contract day in March, but staff are still going to have to make up that day. If you bring students back on President's Day, that gives your community 2 days to prepare. So I'm not advocating for or against.
Right.
I'm just making you aware of the total picture.
Right.
I think before next year's calendar, we need to look at that fine print about which days we can. Because I don't think I've looked at that this time to see which days we said we would take and not take.
Yeah, so I brought a copy of the calendar. And so the only days that it says,
Is it the 14th of March?
I think it's the 13th.
13th of March?
Is it the 13th? It's the 14th. It's the 14th.
Yeah, that's a Friday.
So if we brought students back then, their last day would potentially be that Thursday, the 22nd, provided we don't have any more days.
That's what I was thinking is if we
I
had more
wouldn't change
days,
it unless we lost
we
some
want
more
to-
days.
we want to amend it if we had more days already.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't think I want to amend it if we do it on Friday. I'm just thinking if we happen to miss
Right.
2 or 3 more, then what do we do?
You can always do what you said, but taking away spring break is never going to be a popular idea.
No.
The other option is you can come back to school after Memorial Day.
It's never a good option either because your attendance usually significantly tanks. So, I don't know. Okay, everybody just pray for no more snow days, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, let's hope, let's hope.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then we need to look at that next year. Next year's calendar says that we need to, look at that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will not have another year like this one, but
Correct. Some years we've seen where there's been 10 or 12 possible makeup days, but for the past 3 years, we've not had to make up any days, right?
right.
So,
Haven't you already approved the calendar for next year? Mm-hmm. But can we?
Yeah, you can amend it, you can amend it, you can amend that if you want to.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you start on it next year.
Yeah, I think we need to look at just what we said about makeup days. Well, no, we did the day in March because from February all the way to April, there was no break for anybody, but
That's why we did it.
yeah, that needs, we need to look at that again. Hopefully we'll not have another winter like this, but.
You gotta talk to the right guy who keeps snowing.
Okay. Anything else that we need to worry about other than that? So possible graduation on Friday, May 23rd. When will we set that for public knowledge, because that's gonna be the next, going out.
Typically in the past, when I was at the high school both years, you would set that in March.
I'm just thinking, because people will start asking that question.
No,
That
I
becomes the
had somebody
typical
ask me
question.
today. Well, they weren't worried about the graduation, it was about other community things that were gonna happen. And they didn't, if we changed the graduation, then that would affect the stuff that it was at the extension office.
Mm,
So, yeah, they had stuff planned, I was worried, so.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else we need to work about or work on before we go into executive session?
You had your financial report in there,
Mm-hmm.
so that was the
And
only.
the communications this time, is that just because we missed so many days, nobody had anything to communicate really? I was like, hey, any communications, but we really haven't been there to communicate much. Okay, with nothing further, we will adjourn into executive session, KRS 61.810, 1F. Discussions or hearings which might lead to the appointment, discipline, or dismissal of an individual employee, member, or student without restricting an employee or student's right to a hearing if requested. This exception shall not be interpreted to permit discussion of general personal matters in secret. Do I have a motion?